Hey everybody, welcome to Go Bold. My name is Jody Atariwala and I'm your host. And I'm coming to you today from on board patrol craft Orca, which is the lead ship of the Orca class. And you will have seen in a previous video on Go Bold a detailed tour inside the Orca class. What you're seeing today is the entire class out at sea for the first time ever in the history of the class. So what you see behind me are a number of the other Orcas that are going to be performing today in a training evolution for the Royal Canadian Navy. So these ships are meant to be training vessels for new sailors that join the Navy, and they're also meant to be patrol craft. So welcome everybody to Go Bold, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Here right away that we're going to land the brow here in 5 minutes. So just make sure that everybody's on board who needs to be on board and everybody's ashore who needs to be ashore. And we'll close up specials here in about 5 minutes.
Where do you, sorry question, where do you want the target match?
Well, that's going to be up to the pilot. I'll talk to the pilot here in a second. Okay, any questions? Concerns? Buffer, you're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, engines, you're good?
Yeah, except for the radio there, sir.
Okay. Are those down hard? Like, for sure, we're not going to go there?
Battery's good, everything's good. I don't know what's wrong with it, sir. There's missing a fuse, but I think that's for the battery charger. Not
Okay,
for the
breaker's
battery.
on. The breaker's on, yeah?
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, anybody have any questions? Awesome, okay. Thank you.
Great Navy Day.
Hey, I'll have my ring on.
Execute to follow. Break. Corpin port 100. Break. Over.
Turn to port side, crossing the traffic lane, and proceed with 8-ship formation to constant Spain. Over.
Orca 5-5, Victoria traffic, roger.
Caribou 57, roger, over.
The vessels will be operating in Constance Bank, the Great Sentinel, and northeast of them, Coast Guard ship Sir Wilfrid Laurier.
This is Cougar, roger out.
Roger, thank you for traffic. 2 ships in Constance Bank. We will call you when we are proceeding at that time. Over.
Roger. Thank you.
This is Wolf 59, roger out.
So Commander Lashinsky, could you share a little bit about the patrol craft training unit in terms of, you know, how many people you have in the unit? You have 8 ships here, 8 ships at sea for the first time ever. It's a big deal, but in terms of like training sailors, how many people do you put through a year? And typically, how many ships are out at any given time?
Yeah, so typically we have anywhere from 3 to 4 ships at sea per week, depending on the signal demand from Venture, from our school. You know, anywhere from, you know, we'd have 6 or 7 naval warfare officer trainees on board each ship. We've also got personnel from our Naval Experience Program, the NEP program, coming out to train as watch on deck, refining their sailor skills, standing lookout and helm and all of that. We usually have a couple trainees on board for roundsmen in the engineering spaces, assisting our engineer on board. So I would say anywhere from about 25 to 30 trainees per week we're putting through and getting their packages signed off.
Excellent.
Well, I took command last January, and my big goal for the unit at that time was, okay, we've got a unique opportunity to have all 8 ships go to sea. And so my crew and engineers and a lot of people have put a lot of work into it over the last year to make this happen. And it's an amazing, I'm super happy that we were able to kind of pull this off this morning and get out to sea. The boats were built over 15 years ago. About 17 years ago was the last time we took the delivery of the last one. And it's just never kind of worked out where we've had all 8 out and available at the same time. Due to maintenance issues, refits, just maintenance routines precluded us. Sometimes, most of the times we have one in dry dock at any given time and then other ones in a short work period where they're not able to sail. So this is kind of the first window that we've had where all 8 are available and seaworthy to come out and participate. What I like about the size of these vessels is that we can get into places that the big ships can't get into. Typically when we go out for sea phases, we go into places alongside like Mill Bay, Poets Cove, over to Gibson's. We've had ships up in Port Hardy, up in Comox. We typically stay within, the inside passages of the island, but we have had ships go up to Prince Rupert before. Something that I am exploring, potentially doing a little bit more of in the future. But we typically operate anywhere from Boy J in the Straits of Juan de Fuca up to about Port Hardy. A lot of times these orcas are the first opportunity for people to see what it's like to go to sea, to be on a boat, standing watches, working with other people. So yeah, it's a great introduction to the Navy. It's amazing training. We train for very junior rank, how to kind of work together in a task group. A lot of our operations overseas are in task groups. There's a lot of coordination, a lot of planning that goes into it. So to actually get out of the trainer side and come to sea is an amazing training opportunity for everybody, be it from the officers of the watch driving the ships and the most junior sailors doing naval communications training, from the engineers doing engineering stuff. So to actually be out on the plates at sea is super important. The Orcas can go to sea with up to 40 people if we're doing single day operations, if we're not staying out at night. And then typically we go to sea with 24 if we're doing overnight operations. We've got bunking for 24 on board. Right now, typically we use them for training, but they are, vessels of opportunity for other things like search and rescues. We get tasked with a lot of search and rescues because we're out in the Gulf Islands all the time. Every week we basically got 3 boats going around the Gulf Islands conducting training. So it's a great opportunity, if somebody's in distress, where we get tasked to go and assist.
And when it comes to the future of PCTU, what are you looking forward to? What are some of your next big milestones that you're looking forward to, or how do you see this unit evolving in the future?
Well, there is some big changes coming as far as training goes for the Naval Warfare Officer training plan. It's going to be a lot more kind of taken away from the school system and given kind of on-the-job training at sea, generating bridge hours for those naval warfare officers. In order to progress to kind of their next stages, they need to accrue 600 bridge hours. So these vessels are going to be used a lot for getting them on board, gaining their bridge hours, gaining that confidence to move on to their next step of qualification, which would be their Naval Warfare Officer professional qualification.
Hello, my name is Petty Officer Strechnik. I am a senior engineer here at PCTU, which is the Patrol Craft Training Unit, and I'm glad you're here with us on this momentous occasion.
Thank you very much, Spencer, for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Tell me a little bit about the significance of today. You know, you are the engineering officer here at Patrol Craft Training Unit. We've got 8 ships out. That's amazing.
Yeah, what's amazing about that, we have a regular interval of maintenance where a ship's always in dry dock at any given period of time. This is the first time, because of this 5-year maintenance, that we can have all 8 ships out of dry dock. And so this is a great opportunity for us to get out with all 8 ships and show that all our ships here are capable, and we're able to supply a force of recognition here to sail through and present a great photo op and a great public relations opportunity for the Canadian Navy.
Yeah, and this is also a training opportunity, because all of these ships have people that are undergoing training while we see them.
That's right. These are all training vessels, and our job is to basically train people on navigation, seamanship, as they travel throughout the straits of the Juan de Fuca Strait and the islands around Vancouver. It's a great opportunity for training and for people to learn their seamanship.
So you had mentioned to me that this is a really rare event to have all 8 ships out.
That's right.
And you were saying that even you guys were working up until yesterday to make this happen. Just give me a little bit of flavor about that.
Well, this ship actually ended up going down once for a damaged transmission. So we are actually running on 1 engine, and it's been sitting for a while, and so we had a lot of dirty fuel. We had to recycle that fuel, recirculate it to get all the contamination out of the fuel, remove all the contamination out of the tanks, and prep the ship. And it took a lot of work to get this ship ready, and I'm running Orca itself. But we're currently running off of 1 engine and 1 shaft just to be able to get out and join the rest of the ships out here.
But that speaks to what you guys are able to do in terms of, like, you know, taking issues, because I've always heard that these ships are like living, you have to think of them like living beings. They all need TLC and they need, you know, care, like a car.
Oh, they are. I had to actually sit down and have a talk with the Orca this morning and say, hey, listen, we could really appreciate it if you gave us a good day today, and you'll enjoy it. It's been almost 2 years since this ship itself has been out at sea, and I told the boat, I said, hey, it'd be nice to get out here and have a great time with all the other boats and have a fun time playing out at sea with them.
Well, you know what? It's a testament to the engineering, to you and your team. So thank you so much for all that you do. And thank you to Orca, the ship that we're on right now. She's cooperating.
Well, thank you, and I'm so glad you could come out and join us on this sail.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's put a signal in the air, putting Renard and Caribou on the bows of the guide, please.
1,550 yards.
Raven, this is OTC interrogator for Roger. Over.
Going back to the
1,600 yards. Roger.
The next one, Renard.
1,610 yards.
Caribou, Renard. This is OTC. Execute to follow. Break. Formation, starboard. 4, answer. Call sign, Caribou. Tack. Formation, port. 4, answer. Call sign, Renard.
1,620 yards.
Tack. Tango. Alpha. 1, 2. Tack. 1. Tack. 1. Break. Over.
range finder. Okay. Your target number is number 58. Okay.
58.
And also 62.
5863.
Not 63, 62.
2.
Range or north, 40 yards.
Sir,
Yes.
Wilfred Laurier, this is Orca 55, channel 11, over.
Good traffic.
Set speed 10.
Set speed 10. Speed 10 headset.
Stop both engines.
Stop both engines. Range north. 270 yards.
Wilfred Laurier, this is Orca 55, over.
Or 080, sir.
Orca 55, these were for Lord.
Yes, our plan now, sir, is to alternate course to our port. We will pass you on starboard side, green to green, sir.
Roger, green to green, sounds good to me.
Affirmative, sir, and there will be a full formation. We'll alternate to port. Over.
Roger, copy that.
This is Orca 55 monitoring 11 and 16. Out.
My course.
304. We'll do the everything the road here shortly, and we'll be good to go. Over.
And this is a Orca 55. Just let me know when you're done, and we'll execute whatever.
Perfect.
Okay, let's start ours.
Midship,
Midships.
port 30.
Port 30. That's a
Disengage troll.
disengage, troll disengage.
Set speed 14.
Set speed 14. Speed 14 headset, sir. Get up there.